Tips and tricks number 5, store intersection point coordinate values. So what we'd like to do is find the intersection point or points for these two graphs. So in y equals, I'll clear out what's there and go with 6 minus x squared. That'll be in y1. And 2x plus 1 will be in y2. Pull those off so you could see them. That's what we want there. Again, pause as needed. And I'll do a zoom 6, a zoom standard. And I'm getting this. And you can see that there are 2 points of intersection there. And I'd like to find the coordinates of those points. So to do this, this is going to be under second trace, which is calculate. Second trace, which is calculate. And number 5 is intersect. And since there could be more than 2 curves, it's asking for first curve, second curve, so we'll just press enter on each, enter on the blue, enter on the red. Now it's asking for a guess because there's 2. So if I press enter here, it's going to go to the closer one here, which is that one in the first quadrant. So if let's go ahead and press enter, and those are the coordinates I'm getting. So let me pull those off there so you can see them. But if I wanted to see the other points of intersection, again, I'll go to alpha trace. Not alpha trace, sorry, second trace, my goof. Number 5, intersection. Second trace, number 5, intersect. First curve, yeah. Second curve, yeah. Now if I press enter here, it's going to give me the same point. So I either need to move my cursor closer to this point than it is to this one, or I can just say I want the one close to -2 or the one close to -3 or -5. So I can just type in the value of x that it's closer to. So I'm just going to type in -5 and says you want x to be close to -5, press enter, and there's the other point of intersection. Now one of the things you want to make sure is you don't lose those. So later on I will show you how you can, well, no, let's do that right now. Let's go ahead and store those right now. So look at those values right there. So I'm going to go off to the home screen. Second mode is quit. And I'm going to type x and press enter. And notice it's the x coordinate of the point that was there before. And when I press alpha 1, press enter, that's the y coordinate that we had before. Pull that off with more significant digits than you saw here, okay? So what you want to do is sometimes is store those in a variable so you don't lose them. So if I take x and store that into alpha g, and then alpha 1 and store that into, let's say, alpha h. I love to use g and h because those are like the forgotten letters. And the reason I'm going to do that is if I go back to the graph screen, and let's say I type in y equals x and graph that also, and go back off to the home screen and type x, x no longer has that value that we had before because as soon as you go to the graph screen, it changes. Similarly for y. So x and y are the 2 variables you never want to use to store variables. Okay, x and y, make sure of that.